वैराग्य विद्या निज भक्ति योगा शिक्षार्थमेक पुरुष पुराना श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य शरीर धारी कृपा बुद्धिर्यतमहं प्रपद्ये मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुदेवतारम् वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमद्भक्ति स्वरूपाय गोविंद नामने गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे परतत्व प्रकाशिनी श्री दामोदर देवस्य प्रियाय ते नमो नमः। Hare Krishna. Thank you everyone for joining us in this study of Krishna consciousness overall. Let's say Krishna consciousness is a practice, love-based practice. It is a practice where love is at the center, where how to be an instrument of love is what we aspire to desire to. How to become a lover of love, how to serve love. The goal is what the prema prayojana. The goal is what to be a servant of love, serving the divine love. Now we see there are different levels of motivations. Uh, One motivation is, and not need not be Krishna conscious, need not be spiritual life. In society, we can say there are four levels of motivation how society functions. Ignore Krishna consciousness for now if you can. There are four ways how society levels of motivations how society functions. One is what functions out of fear, that acting out of fear. No? Okay, children go to school out of some fear, pressure, maybe parents. People go to work out of some fear. There's some. We wake up in the morning out of some fear. If I don't wake up, I will miss the train. This and that. So many. Fear is a big motivation. Big motivation. It makes us act. Then out of some desire. I want to do this job. Why? So I save money. What will I do with that money? Travel. Go to Netherlands. Travel. Or come from Netherlands to England, England to Scotland. Say, So save some money and all. Desire is a big motivator to act. We are driven by desires. We are pulled actually heavily by our desires. Then above desire, say duty or duty. Although very few who are duty bound in this world, for whom motivation is out of duty. People are in army, in navy, in services, social services, in doctors, lawyers, engineers. Some of them are driven by a good sense of duty, like the Queen of England, Queen in England, very duty bound person she was, driven by duty. So motivation is duty, and some people are like this. It's their duty to lock upon time, to do things on time and all, and they don't mind taking an extra mile or extra few miles to do their duty properly. So motivated by duty, motivated by fear, motivated by desire, then overall motivated by love. Motivated by love. Now, Krishna consciousness brings so many questions, direct questions, can hit us on the face. Uh, uh, Now, how many, firstly, we see in this world are motivated by uh, uh, love? That whatever we do, we are caused by love, and the effect is also, say, love. So this Krishna consciousness practice is a practice where love is at the center. That we desire that whatever we do it out of love. We are caused by love, and the effect is also, say, love. That is the, say, our uh, purpose or motivation. Fear is good, desire, duty is good, desire is good, but duty is not good enough to attain Krishna. Love is required. How many of us in this society we can say, okay, we are again driven by love, we live a life of love? Uh, so many songs actually are made on love. Romantic songs, love songs, no? Sad songs also, love is involved. Separation, sad songs, and all, love is involved. Uh, you know, saintly personalities say what? Love is the most talked about phenomena in this world. Cannot deny. Love is the most described, most talked about emotion phenomena in this world. Yet, the least understood or the most misunderstood. Isn't it irony? Some things, an emotion, the most talked about, most desired, described, so many songs, movies, everything. And there's this song, All We Need Is Love, and many other such songs. Yet the most misunderstood or the least understood. In society, because somewhat we like being a bit of a cultured society, so it is good to say I love you. It's good to say. But perhaps is it I lost you? It doesn't come off so good. I lost you, so we don't speak like this, which is good. I love you. And definitely, it is love that can saturate us. Nothing less than love will saturate us. The soul is hankering to be in a pure loving relationship. अभिदय नाम भक्ति प्रेम प्रयोजन पुरुषार्थ शिरोमणि प्रेम महाधन. We see this Chaitanya Chaitamrita Udgar. Somewhere comes in Antya Leela, last chapter. Abhidaya Nama Bhakti Prema Prayojana. Uh, this loving devotional service, the activities involved, the process involved, and Prema Prayojan, the goal, the ultimate goal of life, the ultimate purpose of life is what? To be in love with Mahaprabhu, to be in love with Radha Krishna, to be in love with the Vaishnavas. Abhidaya Nam Bhakti Prema Prayojana. Purushartha Shiromani. Shiromani is like the crown jewel, say the topmost. Purushartha, for living entity, the highest value, the highest benediction is what? To be embroidered in this loving sentiment, loving emotion with the source of love altogether, Radha Krishna, Shishi Radha Sam Sundar. Uh, so again, Krishna consciousness practice is a practice based on pure love. Love is at the center of it, and that is what we aspire, we desire. Uh, that how can we understand this emotion of love, really? So, with this somewhat desire, hankering, willingness, yearning, call, cry, say, we aspire to understand what actually causes love. What is it that makes us fall in love? What causes love? We understand Krishna is the source of everything and everyone. So, this loving propensity also comes from Krishna. Because this is there in Krishna, it comes from Krishna. And we see throughout the creation a cow's love for her calf, a tigress love for her cub, animals, plants, and all. We notice this, not just human society. Yeah. So we don't want to be away from love as well. No, we want to attain love of Godhead. Abhidaya Nama Bhakti Prema Prayojana Purushartha Shiromani Prema Mahadana. So we want to attain this highest wealth, the greatest wealth, love of Shishi, Radha Krishna, love of Guru and Gauranga. What causes this love? What can cause this love? As in, what will make us fall in love? So we had been contemplating this question, and thank you everyone for your gentle responses, all good responses. Some of our friends said submission causes love. This desire, association, yeah, all good answers. And we try to study whatever we study, Krishna consciousness practice. It has to be in line with Guru Sadhu Shastra, na? In line with the teachings of Guru Parampara, in line with scriptures, in line with what saintly personalities say. So, what actually causes love is knowledge. The more in the sense, see this, the more we know Krishna, we will fall in love with Krishna. The more we know Krishna, we will fall in love with Krishna only, nothing else. The more we know Him, we will be in love with Him. And the more we know society, we will fall out of love. Actually, the more we know Krishna, Guru Gaurang, Shri Radha Sam Sundar, we will fall in love with them. Nothing else. We cannot not love them. And the more we know society, we will fall out of love. There are many people who leave their countries and come to settle in the UK. Some go leave UK and settle elsewhere. I personally know, like, especially in relationship, we see. I personally know at least two, could be more also, I'm sure. Like a friend of mine, he got say engaged to a girl, a woman in lockdown time, and very soon enough, say they had a child, a baby. And as the child was still in the womb, they both were having so much arguments. And both are telling to each other, "Nah, had I known you were the person, I would have never gone in a relationship with you and all." And it's common we see, right, in society worldwide. Had I known you as a person, I would have never married you. Had I known you. Why do marriages stuck also? Many marriages they have stuck around. Well, because they do not know each other so well. So it's good. If they know each other so well, oh, cannot live with you, cannot live with you. But when we know a devotee of Krishna, when we know Krishna, we will do nothing but fall in love with Krishna. And when we know the workings of the society, we will fall out. Doesn't matter Europe or America or India or wherever or person, because society functions on material consciousness. Or actually, society is still functioning on the energy of Krishna, direct, indirect, say. We personally, perhaps function on a great deal of material consciousness. This is why I fall out. Matter means that which divides is matter. That which separates is matter. That means that which creates chaos, disturbance is matter. Spirit is what? That which unites, that which brings together, that which integrates us is spirit. So the society again doesn't matter wherever we are, we live in bodily consciousness, bodily identity. That I am this body, I am this nationality, this is me, male or female, and this and that sort of thing. But Krishna consciousness is completely transcendental. Now, this knowing is a amazing emotion or element, and how we say knowing what causes love, knowing Krishna causes love. When we know Krishna, we will fall in love. Before falling, we cannot actually fall in love with Krishna without knowing Him. And this is, I believe, true in societal sense as well. Generally, suppose a company or a bit societal example, say, a girl comes in a university or a school, say. Oh, then there's some liking, say, huh? Oh, she looks pretty, say. What is her name? We want to know, right? We are inquisitive by nature. What is her name? Where does she live? What does she do? What does she like? What does she not like? And all we want to know. Huh? So knowing leads us, knowing makes us actually love someone when we know someone. And this is Krishna saying to us in Bhagavad Gita. The message of Bhagavad Gita is what? The conclusion of Bhagavad Gita is Bhagavad Gita, many times we have said, right? Three shlokas only required to know in Bhagavad Gita: 1864, 65, 66. Uh, and again, the prayojan, the purpose, the message of Bhagavad Gita is Manmana bhav madbhakto madhyaji mam namaskuru mamevasya satyam te pratijane priyosi me. We see this in 1865, that this is the message of Bhagavad Gita, that always Krishna says, always think of me, remember me, give your mind to me, offer your homage to me, become my devotee. That is the message. So we want to think of Krishna, we want to love Krishna, we want to give our mind, intelligence, body, mind, soul, entire existence in loving the divine couple. But how do we do this? What will cause it? When we predominantly, when we know Krishna. Only then, when we know him as a person. We in society as well, right? We study school, college, you need to find a job, say. We want to know the company. What does the company offer and all? The company wants to know us, and then we actually see where do we fit in and all. And without knowing, difficult. We cannot love someone unless we know the person. And many times it is seen, well, I did not know him or her fully. So there is some sort of fallout. But such is the practice of Krishna consciousness, such is chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, no complaints. No complaints. And doesn't matter if one knows the meaning of the mantra or doesn't know. No. Three words only, Hare Krishna Rama, right? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Just three words. And one again need not know the meaning. And I don't think so anyone can know the full meaning, the complete meaning of it. No. But such is the practice. Once we chant, we will never tire. There won't be any complaint or saturation. In 11th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, we see the practice of Krishna consciousness is such a practice. If someone walks blindfolded, hmm, and walks or runs blindfolded, he will never meet an accident or a calamity. No, in society it doesn't work like that. So it's a proper loving path altogether. This Krishna consciousness is a complete loving path altogether. So what causes this love? Ah, this knowing Krishna causes this love altogether. And we see Krishna himself says in Bhagavad Gita many places. What Bhagavad Gita, chapter 4, text 9, or Kartikeya is going to share on the screen as well. Janma karma cha me divyam evam yuveti tyaktva tattvatam tyaktva deham punarjanma na 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 neti mameti soarjuna. This is Krishna speaking, no? And now in Janmashtami, recently Janmashtami, and Prabhupada quoted this verse so many times, so many times. And he loved this, and he found like lots of enthusiasm in his classes while quoting this verse. Especially like he may not quote the full verse. Janma karma chemedi, or he may quote Tyaktva deham punarjanma. So we can see on translation on screen. Tyaktva deham punarjanma neti mameti so Arjuna. And this is Krishna speaking directly. The translation goes something like this: Janma karma chame divyam. That my birth and my activities are all transcendental. Chame divyam. Evam yoveti tattvata. So one who knows the transcendental nature of my appearance and activities, does not, upon leaving the body, take his birth again in this material world, but attains my eternal abode, O Arjuna. So now in here knows na veti. Veti means knows. Janma karma chame divyam evam yo veti tattvata. Ya veti, one who knows. And how tattvata? In truth, in reality, in absolute sense. Janma karma evam yuvi tyaktva deham punarjanma. Tyaktva, na, he will give up his body. Body means bodily identity, bodily consciousness. This consciousness of what is there for me in it. This consciousness of self-centeredness. This consciousness of loading it over material nature, I, me, and mine all together. The more we know Krishna again, we cannot not fall in love with him. We would want to completely fall in love with him. And the more we know society, societal person, we will fall out of love actually. It won't be love in its pure etymological sense. We may call it love, love marriage, or what we may call it, but it may not be, it won't be. Uh, so this is why, like, yeah, it is truly said, love is the most talked about phenomena, the most described emotion in this entire universe, but the least understood. Love means serving, and there's a transcendental competition. Krishna and his devotees serving each other. So, Janma Karma Cheve Divyam, Evam Yoveti Tattvata. Tyaktva Deham Punarjanma Neti Ma Meti Swarjuna. So, Krishna's, this is his promise. Krishna is giving us this promise. Anywhere, anyone in this world gives us this promise, anyone ever given, that you know my nature, my activities. In society, also, we do want to know, right? What is his or her activities? What is his or her nature, style, and all? Uh, but Krishna is saying he attains my eternal abode. And what is Krishna's abode? An eternal abode. Now, something for eternity, it has to be pleasure. It has to be pleasure. In fact, pleasure means real. Pleasure means eternal. If it is real, it is for eternity. In Krishna consciousness, there is no concept of eternal condemnation, as we hear in Christianity and Islam as well, and perhaps other religions. In Krishna consciousness, there is no concept of eternal condemnation, but yes, if at all, eternal bliss. So, what is Krishna's eternal abode? An abode of pure bliss, pure joy, pure love. That Vrindavan is a land of love. It is a realm of love. The language there spoken is a language of love altogether. And such is the sweet language there. Such is the sweet message of Krishna consciousness that what? And now, in order for us to come into this level of love, loving Krishna, we ought to know Krishna. We need to know Him. Only then we can fall in love with Him. And how do we know Krishna? Then association. Association is the only way. Sadhu Sangha, by spending time with saintly personalities, hearing from a realized soul, a pure soul, someone who has got no duplicity in his heart. Politics is the most filthy thing in this world. It's the horrible thing. Politics, duplicity, trying to act smart, look smart, and all. Something inside showing something outside, all of that. So, one who has got free from such things, lust, greed, anger, malice, and all. So, hearing from a saintly personality, when we hear from him, a realized soul, then through the years we will know Krishna. Through years, listening about him, we will know more and more about it. We would want to know more and more about him. We see this in Shrimad Bhagavatam, Rukmini. You know? She used to live in a princess. She used to live in a palace, and her father, brother, they used to have Narad Muni visit the kingdom, the palace. Some other saints also, and Narad Muni, wherever he goes, he chants the glories of Krishna. So Rukmini heard about the glories of Krishna from Narad Muni. And just hearing from Narad Muni about the beauty of Krishna. When we say glories, we mean beauty. Actually, again, love, we can love beauty only, or we love beauty only. In the sense, someone could be scientific mind, science and all, or sports and all, but they find it beautiful. You know, someone playing football say, "Oh, Messi scored a goal, penalty goal. What a beautiful kick it was." Or science, what a beautiful theorem, analogy, book, and all. We all are attracted by beauty. And in this society, most are attracted by gross physical, external bodily beauty. And most of them say some are attracted by intelligence, but that intelligence appears beautiful, na? Knowledge appears beautiful. Detachment, if you find someone who is very detached, renounced person, very attractive, very beautiful. So the glories of Krishna, loving Krishna means knowing his beauty. Completely beautiful Krishna, the most beautiful personality. So this Rukmini heard about Krishna from Narada Muni. He visited the palace chanting the glories of Krishna. Again, glories meaning chanting the beauty of Krishna. When we in the temple room, na, everywhere worldwide is called temple, 7 a.m. curtains open, we take darshan of Krishna. And that taking darshan of Krishna, beautiful darshan. And the song, venum kvanantam aravind dalayaksham barahavatam samasita buddha sundarangam kandarpakoti kamaniya vishesha shobham Govindamadipurusham tamaham bhajami. Fascinating. If at all one has to understand the concept of God, Bhagavad Gita, amazing literature, transcendental, Krishna personally describing himself, and Brahma Samhita, Lord Brahma, collection of his realizations of the transcendental beauty of Lord Shri Krishna. Tremendous book to understand the concept of God, the concept of absolute truth, absolute reality. So Venum Kvanantam Aravinda Dalayataksham. Now Krishna holding the flute in his lotus mouth, in his lotus hand, and playing flute as we see in this picture behind us. Radha Krishna. Barhavitam Samasita Buddha Sundaranga. A youthful personality never gets old. Krishna is not like a god holding an atlas or globe, na. That's it. Na. There's a picture, na, as if God is getting old, broken back, long beard, and all. No, not like that. No. Youthful personality, the youthful, fresh, young personality all together. Kandarpa Koti Kamaniya Vishesa Sobham. Millions and trillions of Cupid, the god of love, Cupid, they lose their control, consciousness, power, grip, and all, seeing the beauty of Krishna. Such is the beauty of Krishna, ever new, ever fresh, ever growing. So, this is what we want to be caused by, the beauty of Krishna caused by love. How? When we know more about Krishna, when we know more about his beauty. From whom? From his devotees, from his loving devotees. When we hear about Krishna, the beauty of Krishna from realized souls, that hearing will penetrate our heart. From the ears, it will straight go into our heart altogether and blossom our heart with all joy. So Narad Muni, he described the beauty of Krishna to Rukmini, and hearing that Rukmini, she wrote a love letter to Krishna. The first love letter, they say. She wrote a letter to Krishna, and she couldn't personally go out of the kingdom. She could not see. She had not seen Krishna, by the way, by then. Not seen Krishna, just heard about him through from Narad Muni. Uh, but just that hearing means what? Knowing Krishna. And then, wow, this is how he looks, and I have everything about him. Then she said she was supposed to be married, but another personality, her father had arranged, her married brother had arranged a marriage to Shishupal. with whom she didn't want to marry. So she sent a Brahmana a love letter to the hands of a Brahmana to send it to Krishna. And she was so much in anxiety that did Krishna receive my letter or not receive? Will he accept me, not accept me? What is going on? And she said, like, on such and such date, I'm going to get married. I will be going to the temple in the morning. So here is an opportunity for you to come and kidnap me or pick me. If you don't come, I will be leaving the temple, but I won't be going to palace. I will be committing suicide and all of this. And she was in anxiety as the Brahmana possibly returned saying, yes, I gave the letter. Krishna has it. Will he come? Will he come on time? And all of this. So yeah, we know when Krishna appeared, he appeared on time and beautifully he snatched Rukmini in front of everyone. And that Shishupal, he was just mocked altogether, snatched Krishna, and Shishupal, he was like, Krishna snatched Rukmini and took him away as like they describe as lion. He takes his prey away and others just watch what happened by him. That was the thing. Shishupal just couldn't fathom what just happened by and all. So such is the power of knowledge, such is the power of knowing. Tremendous powerful. And we all are inquisitive by nature. All of us, most of us. Although our inquiry could be of different styles, most of us inquire where is food, where is shelter, where is defense, where is sense gratification and all. But we have this inbuilt capacity to inquire. So this Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Janma karma cheme divyam evam yuveti tattvata. Tyaktva deham punarjanma neti mameti suarjuna. One who knows what will happen, then one will fall in love with Krishna only. And giving up his body means what? Material consciousness, material identity, bodily identity. Rupa Goswami helps us understand na Nirbandha Krishna Sambandha Yuktam Vairagyam Uchyate, or no, uh, Jivan Mukta se Uchyate, that while living in this world we need not be of this world. That is the practice of Krishna consciousness. We might as well be living in this world. You know? Someone could be living in London, someone in Scotland or wherever, but we need not be of this world. We need not associate ourselves with this material identity. And from we can see this from nature. So many learnings, hints, clues, and all given in nature. What is the significance of a lotus? The significance of a lotus we see is what? Where does lotus grow? In mud. Lotus grows in mud, in pond, in dirty lake, mud water, muddy water, but it never catches dirt. It never catches mud. It is free from mud, even though it is growing in mud. So, such is us. We could be. We have that potential, we have that capacity, we have that opportunity that we could well be living in this society of chaos, society of confusion by and large. Hmm? Not to paint a bad picture of the society, but this is reality. Chaos, confusion, hatred, war. Tell me one year where there was no war in society. 2000, 2001, 2002, 3, 4. Which one year? Peaceful year. Every year we celebrate Happy New Year, right? Every year. What is so happy about that year? No war. War is there. Famine. So much such things, no? And all of this. So we live in a society of chaos, confusion, hatred, crime, what not, all of this. Very mixed. But we have an option, an opportunity. All of us, someone blessed to be a human being, has this option that one can live in clarity, one can live in peace, one can live in resolve, one need not be of this society. And in our heart of our hearts, we all crave for peace, we all crave for joy, we all crave for love only. We all are looking for that eternal love. So this promise Krishna is giving to us in Bhagavad Gita. We can be an instrument of love. We can be caused by love when we know Krishna. Furthermore, Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita chapter 7, any chapter actually we see and all, but just to bring some, in chapter 7, Krishna says, Another shloka Prabhupada quoted a lot, he loved it like that. Bahunam janmanamante jnanavan mam prapadyate Vasudeva sarvamiti sa mahatma sudurlava. No, 7.19 I believe, yes. Bahunam janmanamante jnanvan mam prapadyate Vasudeva Sarvamiti. So what? After many births, many lifetimes, Ahunam Janmanamate, Gyanvan, one who is in knowledge, Prapadyate. What does he understand? One who is in knowledge, Vasudeva Sarvamiti. That Lord Krishna is the cause of all causes. Some of the responses was this, like, okay, what causes love? Krishna causes love. Love causes love. True, love causes love. Krishna causes love. But here, as you see, Vasudeva Sarvamiti, Sa Mahatma Sudurlava. So, after millions and millions of births, one who comes to this realization, this knowledge, this understanding, that Krishna is the source of all knowledge, is the source of everything and all, then one will actually fall in love. Some surrender, yeah, surrender is also true. What is the purpose of surrender? To make us fall in love with Krishna. Of accumulating so much knowledge also, what is that purpose? So that we can love Krishna. But again, in order to love Krishna, we should be knowing Krishna. Yeah, very nice. 719. Then 7.1, very beautiful shloka. मय्यासक्तमनः पार्थ योगं यञ्जन्मदाश्रय असंशयं समग्रं मां यथा ज्ञास्यासि तत् शृणु. Beautiful. Krishna says, Mayyasakta mana partha. Tremendous shloka in Bhagavad Gita, tremendous message. Become attached to me. Mayyasakta mana partha. With your mind, become attached to me. Yogam Yanjan Madashraya. Take shelter of me through this process of mystic yoga. Asamsayam, without any doubt. Samagram Mam, in wholesomeness, completeness, altogether. Asamsayam Samagram Mam, Yatha Gyasyashi Tachino. Just know, you can know me in full. So, this is what Krishna is saying, that, O son of Pritana, by practicing this mystic yoga, bhakti yoga, in full consciousness of me or awareness or knowing me with mind attached to me, you can know me in full, free from doubt. You know, this knowing is a very sweet little bala, I say in Hindi. It's a sweet little emotion, let's say. And nowhere in Bhagavad Gita we find Krishna says, believe in me. Nowhere. Wherever Krishna says, know me, know me, know me. In society we say, oh, just believe in me. Believe me. I'm telling this. Believe me. No. Our to come into Krishna consciousness, whatever reason, but our practice has to evolve. It has to evolve from believing to knowing Krishna. From believing to knowing. Believing God is one thing. It does not have much substance in it. Knowing God, yes. Belief is what? Belief is based on some perception, may be true, may not be true. I believe he's a good man. And but what we want is to transcend from belief to knowing. Know means what? Experience. Our experience is involved in knowledge. I know this for a fact. I know. Why? Because I've experienced this. I have my personal experience. And no one can check one's personal experience. No one can do. Experience is unbeatable, no? One's own experience. We live by our experience. Spirituality, Krishna consciousness brings experience, something that is tangible, substantial in experience. Otherwise, why would we get someone like, say, we sometimes get some visitors, volunteers, or friends come from different places, Germany and all. If one does not have good experience, why would one? practice say Krishna consciousness or so the it is knowledge means experience. And that opportunity is there in front of us, available to us. When we know Krishna, we experience Krishna consciousness, we experience this mysticism, and it is not hallucination or that sort of experience. Because the principles we follow is what? No meat eating. In society, live against spirituality just from a sane, ethical, societal viewpoint. No meeting. Is it not a healthy diet? It is not a good diet. Is it not a karma free diet? Killing animals, it's like kill. Have you heard killing a potato? No. Do we say, oh, what did you do? Well, I killed some potatoes and I'm going to cook a potato. No. But what do we say? Oh, killed a lamb. Huh? Made some lamb and all. Friends have come, okay, go in the backyard, kill that kitchen, kill that chicken, kill that lamb and all. Is killing in itself is a bad word, right? It's such a poor emotion it brings out. So this no meat eating. Any animal which has meat eating means smart, maybe gross, but this is what it is. You butcher, you kill an animal, right? Any animal feels good after killing, being killed. Does it not cry? Does it not bear some pain? How different is the emotion of an animal to a human being? Say? You kill a human being, does not the human being cry in pain and all? Same experience animal goes through. It's just animal is a helpless living entity in a helpless body. God has given us animals to look after someone who is helpless, right? Not to just load it over animals and kill them. Is this how we look after? Children, their skin is very soft, na? Children, soft skin, very tender, very gentle. And we look after children, right? We look after them. We don't want their flesh or kill them or have their soft skin. But animals, oh, so used to maybe uh, that flesh and all. So in general, say this Krishna consciousness practice what? No meat eating, uh, which will reduce wars. Killing an animal, the animal is suffering. There is karma involved. We cannot deny no karma involved. We have committed an act. We have done an act. There is action going to come. We have to face some consequences. Someone crying, someone pain, someone suffering. I am a direct part to it or an indirect part to it. Some bad karma is going to come. Leave again animal. In general, in society, doesn't matter atheist or theistic society, wherever Europe, America, and all. Do not we say, oh, be good to others, share. Why all this morality, Baba? Why all this? We teach children at school and all, right? That learn to share and this and that. So the overall the practice, no meat eating, no gambling. Now, if someone is not gambling, such a good peace of mind, no intoxication. Intoxication brings what? Chaos only, fight. Under intoxication, one does not know who am I, where do I live, which house, and all. Doesn't know anything. Knows nothing. But this is the society. Oh, that night, I loved it. I was so intoxicated, I didn't even know where my house is. That was the best party. Look, is this how you experience happiness when you are intoxicated, when you are not in awareness? No. And the after effect of intoxication is what? Headache, depression, stress. It is the after effect of gambling, losing family relationships, all of this. Illicit relationships, no purity, no good culture, and all. So, when we say knowing, experience in Krishna consciousness, it is not like a hallucinative experience. It is not like a man made experience. It is not like a somewhat seductive or that sort of experience wherein you make someone go into an experience and you try to cheat that person. Not that sort of experience. It's a sublime experience. It's such an experience of joy never felt before, and none of the thing of this world can give that experience. None of that. activities or things of this world. So this Krishna consciousness practice, we are living in this world, but we need not be of this world. That option is there in front of us. So furthermore, Krishna says, we want to be driven by love, caused by love. How to be driven, caused by love? Fascinating. Look now, see how many places Krishna says, know me, know me, know me. Never he says, believe me. What is belief? Belief is changeable. One day we may believe something, another day we don't believe in it. But Krishna does not say that. When we know, then we know for sure. Our experience is involved. So, Krishna says na, in Bhagavad Gita 10.8, Aham sarvasya prabhavo mata sarvam pravartate iti matva bhajante mam buddha bhava samanvita. Beautiful, na? Aham sarvasya prabhavo mata sarvam pravartate. I am the source of all material and spiritual emanation. Everything comes from me, matter and spirit. Mata sarvam pravartate. Iti matva bhajante mam. One who knows this. Maybe we can request Mera kindly read translation.
I am the source of all spiritual and material worlds. Everything emanates from me. The wise who perfectly know this engage in my devotional service and worship me with all their hearts.
The wise who perfectly know this. Krishna does not say the wise who perfectly believe in this. Doesn't matter. People say, I don't believe in reincarnation. Okay, so what? Doesn't matter. You believe or not believe. It's a science. Yeah. I don't believe in God. Okay, doesn't matter. It's a science. We have an option. And, it's a practice wherein it's not a blind faith practice. That, okay, you just follow something blindly. No, you cannot have people following something blindly. But what Krishna says is, do not reject blindly. He doesn't say that follow me blindly, but do not just reject blindly, do not just out and out reject. Apply our intelligence, no? Full intelligence. Now Krishna is saying this Aham Sarvasya Prabhava. I am the source of all material and spiritual worlds. Can we say one thing which has got no cause in this world, which has come about by chance, which has got no source? Imagine if you are set in a field, uh, high up in Netherlands or some places in Europe, Switzerland, and all, in some mountains. And if you see a stone or a rock thrown upon you or comes and hit you, will we not be a bit curious or inquisitive to wanting to know that where come has this stone or rock hit me? Is the wind? There is always a cause. There is a cause. There's always wind is the cause. Something many causes are unknown to us. We don't know that, which is also a blessing of Krishna. It's a real blessing. But here Krishna is again. We try to keep ourselves to the questions. I am the source of all spiritual and material worlds. Everything emanates from me. The wise who perfectly know this. What will be the effect of knowing this? Engage in my devotional service and worship me with all their hearts. Hmm? What will be the effect of knowing this? That he will love Krishna. Engaging in Krishna's devotional service is loving Krishna. है ना? Abhideya Nama Bhakti Prema Prayojana. The bhakti we do, the process we follow is engaging in loving devotional service. But for that, when we know Krishna is the source of all spiritual material worlds, He is the source of my existence. My life belongs to Krishna. I'm a part of Krishna's existence. Is it not beautiful? Huh? Sometimes, whenever, suppose we are down, we are a bit sad, depressed, whatever, in a low mood, can we not uplift ourselves by saying this mantra, by chanting this mantra to ourselves? And it is not at all wrong to say what? I am a part of Krishna's existence. Am I not valuable? I'm a part of Krishna's creation. I belong to Krishna. Is it not sublime enough? Joyous enough altogether? So the whys. Now Bhagavad Gita again throwing a question at us. Do we want to become wise? Society functions at three levels. At three levels. Let me know if this is wrong. At the level of information, BBC, all your questions answered. Log into BBC. This is at the level of information. You know about COVID, you know about this conspiracy theory, you know about this war, that war, everything information based. Information means at the level of body, material identity. And we wonder why do we have so much chaos. Take this as a question. United Nations, how many flags are there in the United Nations building somewhere in America or wherever in Europe? 200 plus countries in this world, right? I think more than 200 countries in this world can check out. And last decade, last 10 years, last 20 years, in 1980s, 90s, 2000, is the number of flags reducing or number of flags growing? More countries wanting their own independence or more countries saying no, we live together in collaboration? How united are we? Name sounds good, United Nation. What is that spirit that will unite us? What is the glue that will unite us? This creating countries, creating boundaries, living on this nationalistic bodily identities will never unite us, never ever. Love is non sectarian, music is non sectarian, air is non sectarian, but we take prizes by the way. Someone flying an aeroplane above India, oh, you have to pay money. Why? Because you are flying your plane above India. This air belongs to India as if. Water is non sectarian, but we love labeling Scottish water. From the nature, what we get is all the beauty, the gifts from nature is non sectarian. Love is non sectarian. Knowledge is non. So Krishna is telling me actually, come on, how much non-sectarianism have you got in yourself? Before coming into Krishna consciousness, if I speak a bit personally for myself, like, oh, what this Krishna consciousness, I have a good attitude and all. But now I realize, oh my God, what sort of attitude have I got? We like saying that the religious people or other person should be non-sectarian and all. Yeah, should be. And anyways, Krishna is saying here, are you non-sectarian enough? This is non-sectarian altogether. So the society functions on three levels: at the level of information, at the level of knowledge, and at the level of wisdom. Whatever we see in society, BBC, award show, music, sports, everything at the level of information, everything. Knowledge, real knowledge begins when we understand I'm not this body, I'm a spirit soul, I'm a spiritual person, I'm a spiritual being, I'm antimatter, I belong to Krishna, I'm a part of Krishna's existence. Krishna is my source. That is the platform of knowledge. That is the platform of somewhat basic sanity. Then wisdom is what? To live in that knowledge, to experience that love, to live in that love, to be an instrument of that love. So that is engagement, is devotional service, is becoming wise. This Krishna is saying. The wise who perfectly know this, that yes, I am caused by Krishna, engage in my devotional service and worship me with all their hearts. Only then we can experience love and bring about real love when we know Krishna. And there are more places in Bhagavad Gita. Arjun also tells in this very chapter that Keshu Keshu Che Bhaveshu Chintyo Asmi to you, Krishna. How can I remember you? How can I think of you? How can I know you? Throughout. And this is the propensity of the soul proper. Honestly, take this as a warning. Honestly, when you come across Krishna consciousness, it can be very dangerous. Because the more we know Krishna, the more we would want to know. The more. Uh, We cannot live without not knowing him then. And fascinating. So many places other in Bhagavad Gita chapter 10, we are just trying to see on the surface. Now 1855, because Prabhupada wants now our study of Krishna consciousness should be Shastric based. It should be scripture based. We should never quote a statement which we cannot back up. And our pride is what? The promise of Krishna is our pride. The words of Krishna is our pride. We take pride in it. The message of Krishna consciousness. And this is again Krishna speaking, 1855. Bhaktya mam abhijanati yavanyaschasmi tattvata tato mam tattvato gyatva visate tadanantaram. है ना? Bhagavad Gita 1855. Krishna is saying this. I will request Natalie to read the translation.
One can understand me as I am, as the Supreme Personality of Godhead, only by devotional service. And when one is in full consciousness of me, by such devotion, he can enter into the kingdom of God.
Yeah. Now see, bhaktya mam abhijanati. Only by loving devotional service, one can understand me as I am. Only by devotional service. And when one is in full consciousness of me by such devotion. Consciousness is a term which is, at least for me, it's very difficult to describe, explain, or grasp for myself. Consciousness, I believe, is at various levels in the sense intelligence or knowledge as well. One who is in consciousness of me, or one who is in knowledge of me. Of by such devotion, he can enter into the kingdom of God. So, abhijananti, one who can know. So, again, what causes love? This knowing Krishna causes love. The more we know Krishna, the more we will fall in love with Him. The more we know society, we will fall out in love with society. And how would we know Krishna? Krishna himself says in Bhagavad Gita 4:34 na, that tadvidhi pranipatena pariprasnena sevaya upadyakshanti te jnanam jnaninas tattvadarshina. That approach a bona fide person, a bona fide personality, a transcendental spiritual master, and inquire from him submissively, not adamantly, not rudely, not complainingly, not in a bossy manner. Ask questions, but with a view to get rid of one's ignorance. Ask him questions with a view to get the answer, not to look good, sound good, sort of thing. Inquire from him submissively, render service unto him. The self realized souls can impart knowledge unto you because they have seen the truth. So, when we know Krishna, we can fall in love with Krishna. How do we know Krishna? When we associate with devotees, when we hear about Krishna, when we listen to him. And Krishna himself says again, Bhagavad Gita, it is spread out Bhagavad Gita or Bhagavatam. सर्वस्य चाहं हृदसन्निविष्टो मतस्मृतिर्ज्ञानमपोहनं च वेदैश्च सर्वैरहमेव वेद्यो वेदान्तकृत् वेदविदेव चाहम्. Bhagavad Gita 15:15. Now this is Krishna speaking. He's speaking beautiful. At the same time, he's personally asking us a question. He's personally checking us. He's personally telling us. So this Bhagavad Gita 15:15. We'll request Mehra kindly read translation.
I am seated in everyone's heart, and from me come remembrance, knowledge, and forgetfulness. By all the Vedas I am to be known. Indeed, I am the compiler of the Vedanta, and I am the knower of the Vedas.
Fascinating. I am seated in everyone's heart. Now, with this heart, what does it mean? The physical lump of matter? No. People get heart transplant and no, nothing matter can actually attract Krishna. And it's not wrong to say that Krishna is not seated in our heart, material, physical body. For Krishna, there is nothing like matter or spirit. Yeah. Krishna is the source of matter. Yes, he resides in matter. He resides in spirit. Where not? Everything. But when he says, I'm seated in everyone's heart meaning what? What is my aspiration? What is Mehra's aspiration, your aspiration, Karthike's? What is our aspiration? That heart. What, heart meaning what? What is my definition of life? What is my reality of life? What is my desire in life? What are my aims, aspirations in life, longings, hankerings? Even heart meaning what? What is my lamentation in life, grief in life? Yeah. All of this, I am resided. Krishna is telling us, I am seated in your heart. I have a heart to heart connection with you. Uh, I know you by heart. I love you by heart. I'm there with you. So therapeutic, actually. I'm seated in everyone's heart. And I am giving you remembrance, knowledge, and forgetfulness. Remembrance is great, knowledge is great, and forgetfulness is also very great. That we are not able to remember everything. We live in forgetfulness, it's a blessing. By all the Vedas, by all knowledge, I am to be known. Huh? Krishna does not say I am to be believed, that believe in me. No. I am to be known. Screen share, I don't think so. We need, we can say. By all the Vedas, I am to be known. I am the compiler of Vedanta. I am the knower of Vedanta. So, Krishna is telling us, is it not a bit ironical? He is residing in our heart. He knows us by heart altogether. What is there in my heart? And He is facilitating it. He is facilitating it through material nature, through time, through the facility of karma, through material nature. Is fulfilling our desires, everything. But do I know Him by heart? Do I know Him by heart? Huh? He's saying, na, I'm seated in everyone's heart. I know everyone. I am to be known. He knows me, but do I know Him? And if I know Him, what will happen? This Krishna says Himself. The fact, every chapter in Bhagavad Gita is fascinating, and there's this maybe just one verse we'll share. Hopefully, we understand that what causes love is knowing Krishna. I personally find it fascinating. This 1519 fascinating message Krishna gives, and direct, clear message. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Yo evam asammudo janati purushottamam sa sarvavid bhajati mam sarvabhavena bharata. Yomam evam asammudo. Asammudo means without a doubt, without any hesitation, doubt, any confusion. Yo mam, yo means anyone who, mams unto me, who knows me without a doubt. Yo mam evam asammudo janati, one who knows. What? Purushottamam, that I am the supreme personality of Godhead. Uttama Purush, transcendental personality altogether, the most beautiful personality. Janati Purushottamam. Sa Sarvavit Bhajate Mam. Wow. Sa, he, that person, Sarvavit means with all his heart and soul, all his faculties, all everything. Bhajate Mam. He will render devotional service unto me. Sarva Bhavena, in every capacity. Always and in always. Karthike retranslation.
Hare Krishna. Whoever knows me as the Supreme Personality of Godhead without doubting is the knower of everything. He therefore engages himself in full devotional service to me, O son of Bharat.
Engages in full devotional service means what? Expressing one's love. How do we express our love? Through service. Yeah. This is how a mother expresses her love towards child by caring for her, for the child, by doing services for the child. Say, huh? So how do we express our love? That yes, I'm in love with Krishna. I've been caused by to be in love with Krishna and all by engaging ourselves in loving devotional service. And it's a loop. Hmm? When we engage more in devotional service, we know more Krishna, we love Krishna, yes. So, as they say, na, money begets money. Greed leads to greed. So, love also is caused by love. But what is that initial cause? Say, knowledge. When we know Krishna, when we know Krishna. In society, also, we want to know, again, I say, but it's better we try not to know much of the society. What will happen when we know much of the society? Chaos, confusion, uh, depression. It's a blessing that we have to sleep. Imagine if we were given a body. Could we not? We could have been given a body, eat, dance, play, everything. No need to sleep. We will go crazy. We cannot handle. It's such a blessing that we have to sleep. Imagine on an average 8 hour we sleep, and sleeping 8 hours a day, we create so much of mess in the world, right? So much of chaos, fighting, and all. And if we were not sleeping at all, we would have been fighting even more, so much heavy. So this forgetting or sleeping, yeah, is a blessing of Krishna. So yes, love begets love. Loving Krishna will know more Krishna, surrender and everything. But can we genuinely surrender without knowing someone? Can we genuinely love someone without knowing someone? Can we genuinely desire someone without knowing someone? If it was the case, roses are beautiful, beautiful nature, scenery, plants, so much things in the nature we are attracted to. Can we genuinely love someone, be attracted to Krishna without knowing him? There's so much of beauty around us. How much attraction do we feel for it? How much desire? How much hankering? How much greed? How much do we want to follow and love all together? There's rampant beauty all around us all together. But when we know Krishna, when we do japa, when we chant His holy names, when we associate with devotees, when we hear about Krishna, then uh, Yomam evam asam mudo. And doesn't matter to be that we have to know Him as He is without any doubt and all. Just when we come in contact with devotees and start listening, just little bit if we know, then Krishna will make it the full circle. We just need to take that initial step, that initial faith. And then Krishna will help us grow all together. So Yomam Evam Asam Mudo, one who knows me, yeah, as I am without any doubt. Now, so many times we see knowledge and doubt. They go actually a bit parallelly or they check each other. I know, but do I really know? Is there an element of doubt? And doubt is a very subtle thing. It's a big, big blockage, heavy blockage in our attaining Krishna. One may think, I may feel, I may think that I don't have any doubt. I have no doubts in the practice of Krishna consciousness. I have no doubt in Krishna. But there will moments come in our life where our faith will be tested heavily. When we see actually is there some doubting element, something doesn't make sense. So doubt comes what? Because I'm still holding on to my material intelligence. So doubt. But when I give up my material intelligence, then I'm free from doubt. So, to begin with, we want to know Krishna, we may have our reservations, doubts, and all, it's fine. But then, when we take good association and hear more, learn more, then what will happen? It will eventually, gradually, hopefully soon, Sa Sarvavid Bhajate Ma. Sarva Bhavena Bharata. Like always, means throughout, uh, 24 hours. 24 hours, and always means all different ways, all possible ways, this way, that way, each and every way. And this is what love is. Love is all pervading, love is all encompassing. There's no moment of lapse in love. Such is attachment. When attachment is a deep, concentrated emotion, if we are attached, we cannot say that, okay, I was distracted and this and that. No. Attachment means very strong bond, something which cannot be cut. Emotion is tremendously strong. Love is even more stronger. Bhavna, transcendental emotions. Love is even more stronger. But how to come to this is what will cause that attachment and all when we know someone. And knowing is knowing by heart. Not just knowing how much is the person's weight or what is his height, where is he from, what does he like, what does he not like. That's good to know, but that's information based, right? That's still information based. How much does he earn? How, all of this. That's still external or information based. When we say knowledge, we mean what is the person's vision? What is Krishna consciousness? What is the vision of Krishna? That. And when we come across in this knowing, then we will literally fall in love with Krishna from every angle, every source. We would want to love him more and more. And Krishna also, he will also deal, reciprocate with us in a manner that we love him more and more, more and more. We'll experience more and more love and this bond of love altogether. Okay, on this note, maybe I'll take a pause if there is any questions, comments, or any clarifications or any additions.
This one that says, with mind attached to me. But isn't mind like the lowest stage of the soul body? Why isn't it something higher in shape attached to me?
Very nice. So, Natalie has a question in 7.1. Krishna says, with your mind attached to me. Actually, this 7, personally, I love this 7.1. And I'm sure you know also. Check 1865 also. And if we see 751, if we come in that realm, now Krishna in 751 he's opening up all together. Before, sorry, 7.1. Before coming into 7 chapters, 647 he closes it with Bhakti Yoga. And 7.1 he starts off on this note of pure Bhakti Yoga. Maya Asakta Mana Partha. This is personally Krishna is taking Arjuna's name. In Bhagavad Gita, some of our friends were telling, wherever Krishna takes Arjuna's name, those shlokas are very prominent actually, because we can see a personal relationship. Such is love, you cannot not think of him. And Krishna thinking of Arjuna at moments in the war when he's speaking to Arjuna and Krishna is thinking, well, my Arjuna is confused. He really needs help. So Krishna is taking Arjuna's name in here. Arjuna takes Krishna's name, and names bring an emotion. They bring a relationship. They bring a thing. They bring more to the dialogues. So Krishna says like Maya Asakta Mana Partha. He's call it pleading. He's sharing his heart. He wants Arjuna become attached to me. Now attachment is an emotion in societal sense or in it is looked down upon. The thing is what? Oh, spiritual practitioners, you should not be attached. Your attachment is not good. Attachment is a emotion phenomena we desire, we beg, we pray, we cry to attain. And Krishna is saying, become attached to me. Maya asakta mana partha yogam yanjan madasraya. So become your mind. Then further 1865, what does he say? Man mana bhava mad bhakto. Madhyaji mam namaskuru. Mam evasasi. So neatly read the translation.
Always think of me, become my devotee, worship me, and offer your homage unto me. Thus you will come to me without fail.
In word meanings, what is there? Man mana bhav mad bhakto. What is the meaning for word to word meaning for man? The first word.
Not mana thinking of me.
So Krishna is saying, give your mind to me, become attached to me, always think of me. Now, why mind is referred to? Uh, Mind is the connecting link between the soul proper and transcendence. Mind is the junction. Mind is the connecting link. The most strongest we associate is with the mind. People say, "Na, where is your mind?" The most strongest we associate is with the mind only. Mind is that junction that we are pulled heavily by the mind. Mind is all over the place. So much emphasis in we see in scriptures, Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, elsewhere in any tradition, mind. In society also, na mental peace or mental health, mental well-being, mindfulness. Them, because the mind is the heaviest thing that drags us all together. Prabhupada sang this bhajan quite often. He used to love it and it's beautiful. Bhajahu re mana Shri Nanda Nandana Abhay Charanara Vindare. Bhajahu re mana Shri Nanda Nandana Abhay Charanara Vindare. दुर्लभ मानव जन्म सत्संगे तरहुए भव सिंदूरे. So bhajahu re mana. That oh my dear mind, oh my brother mind, oh mind, just chant, just worship. So many Vaishnava songs, mind is brought into the equations. Bhajav Mana Sri Nanda Nandana. Just worship Lord Govinda, the son of Nanda Baba and all. Abhay Charnara Vindare. His lotus feet gives us freedom from fear altogether. This human form is very rarely attained and all. And take good devotee association and enter into transcendence. Actually, mind is the culprit, mind is the problem, or mind is the blockage that is uh, not letting us surrender, that is coming in the way. Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur also said that we should beat our mind 1,000 times with a broomstick in the morning, 1,000 times with something in the night time. That doesn't mean physically beat, as in we should control our mind. And they say mind is the uncontrolled mind, is the bad master, is the worst master, uncontrolled mind. And a controlled mind is the best servant. Best servant. Also, they say an unemployed or unengaged mind is the best critic. He's got nothing but to find criticism, complaint, chaos, all of this. Because we relate, associate most with the mind, this is why give your mind. Because Krishna knew Arjuna had a problem in fighting the war, in fighting this battle. Now the problem was not that his arrows, he was short of arrows, or the bow was not fine, or the chariot was not fine, nothing physical. Nothing physical problem, nothing external problem. The problem was more internal, the willingness, the inspiration. The mind was the problem. The blockage was there in the mind. Intelligence is above mind. Intelligence wants to surrender, but mind comes in the way. Mind doesn't let surrender. Mind checks us and all. So this mind needs purifying. So much so, bhavamana bhavamad bhakto. Always think of me. Who actually fits in this category? Only the gopis actually. Hmm. The we complain that how do we give our mind to Krishna. It's a very good complaint to make. I desire to give my mind to Krishna. The gopis had this complaint. What was their complaint? That Krishna, you come out of our mind. That was their complaint. Heavy. We somehow struggle to fit Krishna in our mind. Doing 2 hours japana in the morning, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Rama, Hare, robotic or ghost like or whatever say. But we struggle to bring Krishna in our mind. We're chanting his names but forgetting him. And the gopis, so much they want to get rid of him. They are doing household chores, everything, but they say, Krishna, get rid of us, get out of our mind. They're not able to get. So mind is the most powerful, say, mechanism, platform we associate, we connect with. And such is love, wholesome. Love is wholesome. For us to be wholesome, engaged, the mind has to be involved. The mind has to be engaged. The mind has to be there in proper place. And once the mind is there, it will be smooth, the journey. Then the intelligence is already there wanting. Intelligence will complement all together. And when we do with mind, then we can go further and further on. Then the surrender will be wholesome. Bali Maharaj in 8th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, we see he wanted to surrender, but Sukracharya was not helping him to surrender, checking his mood and mind. Does this somehow answer the question though? Mind is what we associate most with. This is why we do mantra meditation. Manastrayate iti mantra. What does meditation mean? This is another question for another day. But take this just as a question. Yeah. Next question. What causes love? Hopefully, we are okay with this response. Knowledge, the power of knowledge. Knowing Krishna will make us fall in love with Krishna. What are the ways? Mantra meditation, chanting the holy names of Krishna, Manastraya Titi mantra, that which delivers the mind from ignorance is japa chanting. And how do we know Krishna? When we take shelter of a bona fide personality in association of devotees, when we chant, when we listen, when we hear, we know more about Krishna, then we fall in love with Krishna. So this we cannot directly just love Krishna. The sooner we try to love Krishna without knowing Him, we will we will be sentimental then. Sentiments is always good. We want to develop loving sentiments, but there is not much room for sentimentalism in Krishna consciousness. This is why the philosophy has to be understood. We want to know. And just as we were studying, a thought came actually. Um, so this is the question: what is meditation? Next question, say for another time we can discuss. What causes love? Knowing Krishna causes love. And what is love? You know, the aura of love, the realm of love, the mood of love. What is love like? Chaitanya Charitamrita, we can study, we can read the mood of Radharani, the mood of Mahaprabhu in Radharani's mood. But Shrimad, for now, I feel a bit, now it is going in my mind, something difficult to, so kindly tolerate us. Brahma Samhita, Lord Brahma's Utkar, taking us to what it means to be in love with someone. And it's very helpful now when we know what is love, what it means to be in love, what love offers, what is the realm of love like, then we can motivate ourselves, push ourselves as well. So Brahma Samhita, Lord Brahma says 5.56, we can see, maybe our Karthika will share in screen also. Shriya Kanta Kanta Parama Purusha Kalpataravo Druma Bhumischinta Managanimaitojam Amritam Katha Ganam Natyam Gamanamapi Vamsi Priya Sakhi चिदानन्दं ज्योति परमपि तदा स्वाद्यम् अपि च स यत्राशिरधिभिः श्रवति सुरभियश्च सुमहान् निमेषार्धाख्यो वा व्रजति न हि यत्रापि समये भजे श्वेताद्वीपं तमहमिह गोलोकम् इति यम् विदन्तस्ते सन्त क्षितिविरलचारा कटिपये. So, what causes love? I will request Mera to read this translation, Brahma Samhita 5.56. 56, chapter 5, text 56, it comes in Brahma Samhita. Now, there is a foreword and then Brahma Samhita chapter 5 for this. So, Brahma Samhita, and one can see in this if there uh, is this love, this definition, this translation, is it what love should be like? Then let's see what causes love. Is this something love? Yes, please.
I worship that
And
transcends.
don't feel shy to read a bit out loud or loud enough.
I worship that transcendental seed, known as the Deepa, where as loving consort the Lakshmis in their unalloyed spiritual essence practice the amorous service of the Supreme Lord Krishna as their only lover, where every tree is a transcendental purpose tree, where the soil is the purpose gem, all water is nectar, every word is a song, every gate is a dance, the fruit is the favorite attendant, effulgence is full of transcendental bliss, and the supreme spiritual entities are all enjoyable and tasty, where numberless milk cows always emit transcendental oceans of milk, where there is eternal existence of transcendental time, who is ever present and without past or future, and hence is not subject to the quality of passing away, even for the space of half a moment. That realm is known as Goloka only to a very few self-realized souls in this world.
Only to a very few self realized souls in this world. You and I can be that very few self realized soul. No one is stopping us. No one. Why cannot? And even if the world population 8.1 billion plus minus. So if all 8.1 billion us human beings become that self realized soul, still it will be few only. Considering the population of the universe overall and all, still it will be few only. But at least you and I, we can be that few self realized souls. Question is, do we desire, aspire? Little bit faith, good association. Huh? Now, can this be understand this is love? Can we say what another day we can decide what is love? But can this be love? Where every tree is a transcendental purpose tree, where the soil is the purpose gem, all water is nectar. Now we see in Bollywood so much love songs and all, or Hollywood and this love songs, so much of love song. But see, is this not a lovely love song like all water is nectar? Every word is a song. That is love. Where every word is a song, every gate is a dance, every step is a dance. Uh, this thing. Now, how do we be an instrument come across this love? No? It is known, that realm is known as Goloka. And it is known by the mercy of the Lord, by the mercy of Guru and Gaurang. Only to a few self-realized souls, we can be that self-realized souls. We have the potency, we have the opportunity and the potential to know Krishna. Is it not fascinating? We can know God directly. That Krishna is saying, come on. What are you waiting for? You can know me. I know you. Do you not want to know me? Imagine, see this. Take this. If someone knows you, if someone knows me, my number, my email address, my work portfolio, this, that, my desires, aim, aspiration, everything, won't I be a bit haunted or worried? Oh, someone knows me. He knows me. And would I not be a bit intrigued, wanting to know him? So much of this clues Krishna is giving us. Come on, you can know me, you can know me. And that ways you can love me. When we grow in Krishna consciousness, knowing is loving, loving is knowing. And then it's a loop which enhances altogether. So, somewhat we try to satisfy ourselves here. What causes love? When we know Krishna, we fall in love with Krishna. When we know this material world, we fall in out of love. We see many people that, oh, had I known you, I would never married you. Had I known you, this sort of thing. Our friends, family members, they say like this. Uh, and it's many marriages, they are still together because they do not know each other, which is also a blessing. But such is not with Krishna. When we know Krishna, we will fall in love with Krishna. When we know Krishna's devotees, Guru and Gaura, we will fall completely in love with Krishna. Okay, thank you very much for your kind patience, attention, and encouragement. Continue blessing us. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna.